Hello, please state your name
Lexi, Craddock.
and what do you do for a living?
I go to NC State.
No way. Alright, so these are the interview questions that we'll be asking today. First question is, what would be your definition of pop culture?
Pop culture is definitely something that's relevant to society. When I think of pop culture, I think of a lot of younger ages in society, whether it's teenagers or young 20s. Definitely are usually familiar with pop culture.
Thank you. Second question, have you ever been outside the country?
Yes.
So did you see any American propaganda or signs of pop culture?
Definitely. There's signs of music and similar artists and stuff like that.
Cool. Third question, how much influence would you say that pop culture has on a population or can have on a population?
I think it has definitely a big influence on it because, like I said, it's relevant a lot to the younger aspects of society, and they're usually the most influential. That's the most influential age to kind of be influenced for something.
Sounds good. Number 4, would you say that this influence is mostly positive or negative?
I would like to say positive, but I think ideally it is negative. I think that the media carries a lot of negative connotations with it, and puts these false images or impressions on society that people have to look a certain way or have to be a certain way to be accepted, and it's all relevant and tied to pop culture.
Cool. Number 5, which would you say has the biggest influence on a population? Radio, movies, or television? So radio as in music.
I definitely would say that radio is not. Movies and television would probably be up there. Probably a tie because no one really, not a ton of people listen to the radio as of right now. They have more music on their phones that when they're driving or something they put on. And a lot of the older generation are used to the radios, so that's who listen to them. And so, like I said, pop culture, I personally feel is very relevant to the younger aspects of society, which aren't just the ones to turn on the radio when they get in the car.
Cool. So number 6, how has American influence spread so rapidly throughout the world? Or why do you think it's happened?
I would definitely say because of technology. Technology is abundant, and whether it's the internet or, like I said, TVs or anything like that, a ton, we are very fortunate in America to have all of these resources, but a lot of other countries are as well. So it spreads pretty rapidly.
Cool. Number 7. Why would you think that is? Why would you think that technology has helped it spread, I guess?
Because everything's at a click of a button now. Everything is right there immediately that can be played or can be read or can be posted, and it can go viral instantly.
Cool. Answer. Number 8. Why do you believe seeing American pop culture is more prevalent in places such as Great Britain rather than places like Africa?
It's the technology. The abundance is much greater in Great Britain than it is in regions like Africa.
Cool. Number 9. Almost there. Name an example of the Neo-Imperialism when it comes to pop culture, or an example of pop culture outside of the U.S. So an example of, British pop culture coming to America, I guess, would be the Beatles. What's an example of how, or if you can name one, of how America has spread?
Justin Bieber came from Canada.
There you go. Perfect. Number 10. Do you think that America has tried to spread pop culture, or do you believe that it's just kind of happened?
I think it's both. I think that a lot of it has to be spread because whether it's music or artists or music movies or such, they want it to be spread because that's their audience, and so that's their attempt. But it also spreads by the actual population itself, by word of mouth or by posting on the internet of what they like, what they don't like, and spreading it that way.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Have a good one.